Hello, that happened again yesterday. Hello, it's back. We are back with some cricket talk. I am the governor. That is Richard Moss. England have thrashed Australia in the T20 World Cup. We're bringing some positivity for a Saturday night while the Gov waits for his burger and fries to turn up.
Best burger, Stowmarket.
No, Boss Burger this time. Try and Boss Burger. You're going to try a variation. I've actually got two. I've got two on the way. Actually, I've got Boss Burger and I've got McDonald's bringing a milkshake and a McFlurry via Uber Eats. Like first world problems. It's a race against time. Who can be here first? But we are here to discuss England thrashing Australia. Crunch. It happened. Talk us through.
Told you last night. I said we beat them comfortable in the end. It was. Did you watch any?
I watched a little bit of it, and I watched a little bit of the game beforehand, which was Sri Lanka versus
South Africa.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that. I was trying to get myself into it, trying to understand it, and it was all right. It's a bit like best way I could describe it was it's a bit like cricket, but on fast forward mode. Like everything's louder and boom, 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 boom.
I said to you last night, didn't I? You know, Test cricket's 5 days. It's probably quite slow. Yeah. If you're just going to get into the game and you're a novice, this is probably. It's all action. There's stuff happening. So, and we've got England now 3 from 3. Probably one more win. It'll put us into the semi-finals. But it was an absolute battering today, which we love to see. Don't we? We love to see England beat Australia. It's a bit like when Town played Norwich. There he is. Look,
there he is. The man of the moment. Talk us through his performance then. Runs 71, balls 32, fours 5, sixes 5, strike rate 221.
He hit one of them sixes, Martin. I think it went 103 meters.
Wow.
Now
that's pretty high.
Yeah. But it was easy because I've got them here. Australia, 125 all out. So never really in the game. We took some early wickets. Wokes was bowling well at the start, and they were 21 for 4 off 6 overs. So do you know what a power play is?
No, talk me through a power play.
So 2020, you've got a 30-metre circle from where the wicket is, and you're only allowed 2 fielders outside the circle for the first 6 overs. So you've got a chance then to get some quick runs.
Yeah, I like the sound of that.
After 6 overs, Australia 21 for 3. So they've got no runs. They've gone nowhere. We bowled really well. Chris Wokes got 2 early wickets. Finch, their captain, he made 44 of 49 balls. He stayed in for quite a long time, but he never really done anything. And look, next high score was 20 from Ashton Agar. So look, 125 for a team of England's batting potential. That's nothing, and we won with.
So we've done really well here, actually, haven't we? We've done
8.2 overs left. Well. So look, it's 20 overs, and we've done it in 11.4. So we've absolutely steamrolled them.
Josh Buttler, 71 not out from just 32 balls.
Yeah, he was absolutely on fire. So he's a one-day specialist, Martin. He plays in the Test matches, and that's not really his game. Like here, you can go out. You've not got a lot of pressure on you. Just hit the ball, and that's what he does. When it comes to the old Test matches, Tyrell Mills, he was probably England's worst performer today, Ben Moore.
Was he really? After you picked him up yesterday?
But look, then I think he went for 45 off his 4 overs. He got 2 wickets, but look, we're splitting hairs here if we're saying who was our worst player, because we've absolutely battered them. We're on to Sri Lanka now. We play them on Monday, I think. At 2.
And then we've finished with South Africa. We need 1 win out of those 2. So, who's he going to be against? Both? Do you want to win both?
England win both of them games. I can't see how anyone stops them at the minute in this group. Look, 1 more win in it, we'll be in the semi-final. So maybe if we win on Monday, they might rest a few players for the last game. Some people who haven't played, maybe. But I think at the minute we've got all bases covered. So it's just a case of, I think, for me, it's a case of who we're going to play in the final. I know we might be getting a bit ahead of ourselves here, but look, I think
final.
Yeah, definitely.
Not the semi, the actual final.
Yeah, why not?
Wow. Okay.
We'll probably
Rob Holmes. That could cost the Aussies second place with run rate. That could be an interesting little spanner in the works.
Yeah, I'm not sure who their next game is against Australia. I'll quickly find out. But we play again. So tomorrow, see, look, the other group tomorrow, India play New Zealand. Big game for India because they've
big game.
They've only played one game. It's a bit strange. We played 3 games already, yet they've only played 1. Australia's next game is on Thursday. They play Bangladesh, which I think it should be.
They should win that one.
Colin, I totally agree with you. England will win this tournament. Unless things go absolutely wrong. Look, we're the best team, Martin, in here. And I know, look, we've said this before.
We're certainly on form, it looks like.
Yeah.
At the right time. You're coming to the board at the right time. That's all about tournament play, isn't it? When you come to the board at the right time.
Yeah, it's a little bit like the Euros in the summer, England come to the boil and they should have won that. But they probably weren't the best team there.
But so did Italy. That's what happens, isn't it? You can get 2 teams come to the boil and it's just who has it on the day. But is there anybody in the second group then that you think starting to heat up and boil, starting to come?
Yeah, I do agree with you. Sometimes you don't want to peak too early, do you? But I think at the minute, you've looked the 3 games we've played, we've won comfortably in all 3 of them. It's just like at the minute, can someone please give us a game? Because it's a little bit too easy at the minute.
Well, you don't. I want that. I don't want someone to give us a game because the moment I get into it, and guarantee they'll lock themselves out. But Shane Warne, everyone knows. Even I know who Shane Warne is, right? He tweeted proper T20 cricket that from England. Australia will hopefully learn how they need to play after that smashing they caught from the Poms. Pakistan and England are showing how to play T20 cricket. Australia need to change their thinking with style of play plus the team. Do you agree with Shane Warne then? It's Pakistan and England that are showing the world how to play T20.
Yeah, we're that they're 3 out of 3, and the Pakistanis. I did say yesterday that they are a strange team, Martin, because they blow real hot and cold. Pakistan, they go through coaches you think football managers get sacked easily. The Pakistan cricket coach, crikey, they've gone through so many. So at the minute, we are the 2 form teams. But I think we are a better side than they are. But Australia, it was like today. I was watching it. I had that on and I was watching the Ipswich game. They were going so slow. And I'm thinking, sooner or later, you've got to take a chance here and try and score some runs because it was a case of they weren't really doing anything. And I'm thinking, you're going to get under 20. With our batting lineup, the power we've got, Butler was just on another level there. What was it? 32 balls to 71. Their high score was Finch off. He got 44 off 49 balls. So there you go.
Yeah. So the Australian captain, Aaron Finch, said England bowled well and put us on the back foot early, which is why they have been the best in the world for a while. We had to bowl them out. So no issues there. But Josh Butler played a hell of an innings. It was just one of those nights. And Captain Ewan Morgan said, Jason was man of the match last time and showed that intent again here. And then Josh followed suit and looked and kicked on from there. They set up the chase and made it quite comfortable. And it does seem quite comfortable.
Michael Vaughan, he said it was a masterclass. He described England as
he would know a few things about a masterclass.
The best and most destructive team in the tournament. Wow. And they are. And you think the 3 games so far, there's not many batsmen who've got in because we've won it so easy. So you think that could sort of work against us, in the later games. If people haven't sort of batted, they might. I don't know, if we, like I said, if we win the next game, they might change it around. Or I think winning becomes a habit. Whatever sport you're playing, if you're winning and you're confident, is it a case of sometimes don't tinker around if it's not broken? There's no real need to sort of change it up, is there? No, exactly. If it's not, just you leave it alone. I'm looking at the group 2. You've got Pakistan obviously played 3-1-3. And then the rest of, apart from Afghanistan and Scotland, have played 2. So Scotland are on the way out already. That's fair to say, I think, isn't it? Because with 2 defeats. Yeah, they're going. So how are the New Zealand's playing? Because they're they've only played 1 game, haven't they? Is it 1 game they played? Yeah, one game. As I've already said, I'm not a huge cricket fan, but even I know the New Zealanders are normally pretty good at the sport. So are they a team that could be in contention this year? Oh, where's he gone? Have I lost him? That's not good. You don't want to have me on a cricket show on my own. This is like
This is not good. This is not good. Cruncher, come back, Cruncher, come back, because you don't want me on a cricket show on my own, because I haven't got a fucking clue. Oh, he's back. He's back. There he is.
Where did I go?
I don't know. But
you were rowing, and the fucking water was coming in. You were like,
too quick. I was literally
New Zealand. Yeah, the Kiwis. So they're the number one test team in a minute. That'll be a real. Lee Anderson wants to jump in. There you go. Give him the
link in the chat. Yeah,
that'll be a real good game tomorrow, India, New Zealand, because they've both played one game and they've lost. So you don't really want to be losing that game tomorrow, because if you've lost two, you're probably going to have to win your remaining 4 games.
From an England perspective, with your England hat on, who would you like to be the one that loses that one?
Well, I'd like to see India lose, because then I could take the piss out of Cali. So that'd be great, wouldn't it? But either way, look, they're both decent teams. You know, look, Martin Boycott.
Here he is.
Evening, lads. Nice.
Good evening, Lee.
Nice to have something to cheer about today.
This is it. Talk us through your perspective of the England result. Thrash the old enemy.
Well, as I said in the chat, you know, you bowl well at the start. You do want to chase. You want to put the opposition in. You win more games when you're chasing than you do when you're batting first. And we got the early wickets. And I think once Crunch put on the chat for the football, what was it, 55 for 5 or something? There was only one winner from there. I knew from that point that we would win. And it's quite, and it sounds really arrogant, but you know, as an England fan in any form of sport, we are the best T20 one-day specialists. We are the team to beat. There's no doubt about it. And you know, long may it continue. It makes our test side suffer a bit. I think what Crunchy was just saying there about, you know, New Zealand are the number one test side. You'd never have thought that, but you know, it's really difficult to dominate all three aspects or all 2 aspects of the game. But yeah, just great to beat them. And Warner going for 1, Tickling 1 behind. Lovely. I watched the highlights, and you know, we bowled well at the top. Wokes underestimated what a player he is. I think he's one of the most highly thought of players in England. Yeah, the catch was. Well, he nearly dropped it, didn't he? Because I think he thought he was going to get 2 hands on that, and then he had to go with 1 hand. But yeah, you know, and you think how good we are. We don't have Ben Stokes. He's not in the team, is he?
I think we need to enjoy this moment, because I think when the Ashes come, Lee, I think it might be a bit of a different
I think we're in for a torrid. I think we're in for a torrid winner when it comes to the Ashes. But you know, let's take one thing at a time here. And you know, Morgan's got a great team. He's got the team plan on the front foot. And I think, you know, even before the World Cup, we were ranked number 1. We won the World Cup just in great circumstances. And I thought with the cancellation of the T20 with the T20 because of COVID, I thought we might lose a bit of a momentum, and everything just might sort of slow down a bit. But it's almost like going back to I always think of us now as like, if you relate to the football, when like France dominated, won the World Cup and then the Euros, and Spain did something similar. I think it's our time. I think it's going to take a real bad collapse, because the thing with T20 is the game can turn so quickly, and you've only got 1 player from any team to come off at any one time, and that's where Pakistan are so good. They always seem to have sometimes a player when they're down and out. You know, they might be 55 for 5, and then someone will come in and knock about 60 or 70 off 30 balls. And that's the thing with T20. You're never really out of it or in it most of the time. So it's a great spectacle, but Test cricket for me. I
agree with you, Lee. When you said about like it being cancelled last year, but I did say last night, I heard a stat the other day about David Warner. I think this year, Lee, he'd only faced 14 balls. He'd hardly played any cricket, and like the Australians, because of COVID, they've hardly played anything. So I said last night that could work in their favour, you know, because they could be, you know, we've played obviously a lot more games than they have. They might be sort of not sort of tired. But today, there was only one team winning that from, I'd say, after the first 6 overs. When we had them 20 odd for 4, no way back. No way back there. And this England team, they're not going to let anyone off the hook. If they've got them down, they're going to keep them down and keep their foot on their throat. And this is probably where we'll find in the winter, in the Ashes, where I think it'll work the other way around, because if we're under pressure out there, not having many supporters out there, because obviously when we go to Australia, I don't think the Barmy Army are going to travel, which we normally have loads over there. I think we're in for a long winter. But like you say, we have to enjoy today.
Sorry, Lee, we've also got the GOAT live from his hotel room in Plymouth, joining us on the Cricket Talk with Richard Moss. GOAT, welcome in.
Hello, mate. How are you? I got a stinking cold.
Well, it's all that drinking, all that dancing, all that stuff in the dirty weekend away.
I don't know about that, mate.
By the sounds of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you make of England then? Thrashing Australia. Bit of good news for once.
Fantastic. I was disappointed this afternoon. Yeah, of course I was. But when Rich rang me, excuse my voice tonight, I got a stinking cold. When Rich rang me and buoyed me, let's put it that way, that England had, so I hadn't got a clue, although I love my cricket. Rich knows that. And when Rich said we won by 8 wickets, so that was a real pick me up, and I stood waiting for a taxi with Eloise King's mum and dad.
Eloise King, yeah.
Yeah, and I've just got to say this because a lot of ex-pros and pros get a hell of a lot of bad press. But we stood there, we was chatting away. I went and bought Eloise's dad a pasty. We stood there eating the pasty. Then all of a sudden, Marcus Stewart just comes walking across to us and just started speaking to us and thanked us for coming up. I'll tell you all, what a top bloke he is. And he needs to be told that. Well, he was told that by me, but told that by the club. I'll tell you what, he's a fantastic ambassador for our football club, that bloke. He really is. Top man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
3 goals today, wasn't he? I know it's a cricket ball, but he'd have scored 3 goals today.
Yeah, all day long with the chances we had, yeah. But going back to... Sorry. Go on, Rich.
Rescue your cricket talk, Crunch.
Yeah, sorry.
It's always good to hear that, Colin. It's always good to... Josh Butler would have put them chances away. He'd have got on with his bat, wouldn't he? He'd have smashed them in the net.
Yeah.
So Sri Lanka Monday, Lee. I think we'll roll them over as well. They're playing in Sharjah though. That game they're on about the wicket. So
what's the wicket? Is it a spinner? Is it a spinning wicket? Is it?
Yeah, keeps low.
Yeah,
low and slow. Which
it's more their style, isn't it?
It's interesting today. Interesting today, Lee. Moeen Ali. He'd been our best bowler in the 2 games previously. He didn't bowl a ball.
He didn't need to, did he? Because Rashid had got we got the early wickets with Wokes, and I mean, why? I suppose that's the great thing about the team. We've got that balance where we've got that additional seamer if we need it, or we've got the additional spinner, depending on the surface, and you can mix it about a bit. But we'll just see how it goes. But
Rich, what was Livingston like today?
He got 2 wickets. He was bowling. It's interesting, Colin. So he bowls off spin and leg spin.
Yeah. Does he really?
Yeah. So he was bowling. It was spinning away. So if a right-hander was on strike, he was bowling leg spin. If he had a left-hander on strike, he was bowling off spin, like alternate balls. Now that takes a lot of skill to do that.
God, yeah.
I'll get you his figures. So his figures today were, hang on. 4 overs, no maidens, 1 wicket for 15, Livingston.
So
there was Mills like a bowling unit. Oh, sorry, mate.
He's the only one, isn't he, who took a bit of tap today, but they got Mark Wood to come back in. He might be fit for the next game, but would you change it? I probably wouldn't.
No.
If it's a slow wicket, you won't. Why bring Wood in when you might need him somewhere else?
Rich, so Josh Butler was on fire today, then, mate.
Josh Butler was absolutely. Have you got that graphic to put up for Colin?
I certainly have. Yeah.
32 balls.
Which one do you want?
32 balls, Colin. It was 32
Which
balls, 5 4s, 5 6s. I think he hit 71 not out.
Is it this one? No, it's not
No.
this one. Which one do you want?
The picture.
Oh, the picture, actual picture.
There you go. Look at that.
That's the one.
Look at that for a strike rate. 221.
Have you worked out how they worked that out yet, Crunch?
Well, it's the runs per number
In
of
the
balls,
team,
isn't it?
in the team standings.
I'm not sure how they work the run rate out, but our run rate's better than anyone else's. You get a better run rate.
It's based on the number of balls. Yeah, it's based on the number of balls you've faced, isn't it? To the number of runs you get. So, for example, if you hit the winning runs like again today, our run rate will go up again because we've scored the runs to chase down really quickly. So that means the tighter the game, the closer the run rate becomes. So I think
we still had 50 balls left.
The more convincing you win the game, yeah.
So Butler got a half century just by boundaries.
Yeah, he hit 1-6, Colin. I think it went 103 metres.
I'll tell you what, if it hit that at the victory ground, that'd have finished in the brewery car park.
Yeah, 5 6s, 5 6s, 5 4s.
Oh, that was lovely, Martin. By the way, it was so lovely to meet Neil Perch today, personally, and funnily enough, me and Venetia, we just changed buses from Plimpton into Plymouth. We had to catch another bus, and I was just going to ask this bus driver, which one do I catch from here to Home Park? And then I heard this Somerset accent or Plymouth accent saying, "That's Carlin." I turned around and that was Neil Perks. It was unbelievable. You know, I mean, Plymouth is not exactly a small place. Population about 300,000. And there he was. So he got on the bus with me and Venetia. That was brilliant.
Talking Town community at its best. There you go. I love that. Right. Tuesday, isn't it? We play our next game. Monday. So what do we think is going to happen on Monday then, guys? What's our predictions as we round up the show?
Sri Lanka. Lost today to South Africa. Did you see the end of that, Lee? They should have won that.
No, I didn't. I've not seen that one yet. No.
They need about 30 or 3 overs. South Africa looked out of it. Then David Miller he hit a couple of 6s. Rabada hit a 6 and they won. So they need to win it. I think we'll beat them. I can't see.
Have we actually qualified, Rich?
No, we've won 3 out of 3, Colin. We've got 2 more group games.
Right.
I think if we win 1 more, we'll definitely be in the semis. But I can't see anyone beating us. I think we are so good at the minute. Everyone knows their roles in that team. You know? Yeah. We're going to have a real off day, or someone to beat us is going to have to play well. And you never know in 2020 cricket. Like you said, Lee, it can change on an over here or there. But I think we've got every base covered, and I think it'll be another comfortable victory, I think, on Monday. I can't see anything else.
Lee, do you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. If we don't win it, that'll be Pakistan. I've just got a feeling because they're the sort of team that can do the highs and lows, and they're tournament tested over years, haven't they? So, yeah, it's ours to lose, I think. But if we are going to have a bad game, let's have it in the next 2.
Yes, I do like watching Pakistan, Lee. I do like watching Pakistan. I like watching Pakistan because you never know what's going to turn up, do you?
No, you don't. I used to hate playing against them. We used to play against the hockey team in London, and they were from Pakistani origin, and they were horrible to play against. They were horrible. They were skillful, but they were nasty. They had everything to win, and you don't underestimate them. Don't underestimate them.
No, they're a good team. They really are. Right, Colin, enjoy your last night in Plymouth. Are you out for dinner?
No, funnily enough, I just had fish and chips.
He's had too many of them. Too many jars.
I'll tell you what, Martin. I feel absolutely. That's the worst I've felt for ages. I don't normally get colds. Hawks is full of cold as well, but I'm absolutely full of cold, and I'm to the point now. You know, where I must admit I'll be glad to get home because
We'd have felt better if we'd have
I don't feel brilliant.
chances away, Colin, wouldn't we?
Well, yeah, but Rich, at the end of the day, we should have done, mate. And I know this is, you know, but yeah, old England have made me feel a bit better, and I just hope we beat Sri Lanka on Monday. I'd like to see us go unbeaten right through the group, you know, and then go on from there.
Set your stall out. Love it. All right, Colin. Well, have a nice evening. Hope you feel better soon, and safe trip back to sunny Suffolk.
Just say hello, Venetia. Say hello.
Poor Venetia.
Oh, hi, everybody.
Hey, man.
Hello to the World Wide Web, Venetia.
Oh, look. I thought you was that lucky omen, Colin. You told us.
Yeah. Yes.
Lucky omen.
Yeah,
that was her first defeat today. But do you know what? She absolutely really enjoyed it, and she was singing along, Rich. She was singing along. Yeah, credit to her. But
right,
yeah. Anyway,
another one in the book, successfully done. Lee and Colin, thank you very, very much for popping in.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Appreciate you both. Appreciate you both. Always good when people will pop in. It makes my job a lot easier, particularly I don't know what I'm talking about. Standards, people will say. But yeah, I fancy it.
I pulled that lead out on purpose to see how you got on.
Fuck. It was like pissing in the wind. Right, yeah. I'm going to go and have a nice burger. What are you doing for the rest of the evening?
I've had chicken Kievs. I had a couple of them.
I had a turkey twisted the other day. Anyway, this is now talking cooking. Crunch, lead us out, man. As it says, it's your show. The name
can do it all here. Talking Town can do it all, you know. Cooking. We done boxing, didn't we, Matt Phillips?
We did, yeah. Boxing.
What's happening in the prediction league? I think I got 3 points there today. Cole,
I haven't looked yet. I haven't looked.
I've got to be in that top 10. I've got to be in that top 10. Hopefully, Matt Phillips.
Yeah, well, I have, as I say, I haven't looked yet, so that will be on either tomorrow or Monday show.
You don't have to look too hard for Matt's predictions, do you? Because no,
they're always wrong, aren't they? But anyway, lead us out, my man. It's your show.
We will see you all tomorrow at 1:30 when we're going to pick apart the shit show that was Ipswich versus Plymouth. And I know that man there is not happy.
I'm not. No,
he's not happy.
Particularly with Paul Cook. What's the fans' reaction for a little bit of a glimpse of how I'm feeling? Because I did lose a little bit of control at one point. But we're done. Love it. Let's play the outro and we'll have a conversation tomorrow.